How's it going, everyone? It's Johnny Beard here with another episode of the Streamer Stories podcast. My guest today is... I love this person. This is xMagicBananas. Hello!
Hello!
How you doing?
Hi. I'm good, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for agreeing to be on here. I love you so much. You're so amazing. MB and JB doing the podcast together.
And JB.
Or is it XMB?
Thank you for having me. No, the X is silent.
The X is silent, yeah. That's for sure. So thanks for so honestly, we're good friends. We're in the same communities, and we've met in person. It's so you came all the way from Canada to South Wales, not North Wales, to South Wales, and we
not yet,
not yet. Oh well, yeah. Let me know. Well, yeah. It'd be awkward if you didn't let me know. I'd be like, oh, okay. She came all this way and then she didn't let me. So no, but yeah, it's gonna be a fun podcast for sure. But for those who don't know who xMagicBananas is, can you introduce yourself? Just tell us a little bit. Yeah, introduce yourself in terms of like the streamer side of things.
Hi, I'm xMagicBananas, or Robin. That's my real name. You can find me twitching over on twitch.tv/xMagicBananas. I just play, I guess you would call me a variety streamer. I just play what I like. I just have fun with my friends. And it's always a hoot.
It is. We're twitching on Twitch.
Twitching on Twitch.
Yeah. But yeah, definitely a hoot. Again, we've played a few multiplayer games together, and it's been always a hoot. Always a hoot with playing with yourself. So that's awesome. So that's now, isn't it? So yeah. Again, from Canada, what was little xMagicBananas like growing up then in Canada? What games did you play? What was your first memories of playing games?
I don't remember physically seeing like an N64 or later in the house. It was like the Gamecube. See, this is showing my age now. But it was like the Gamecube and the Wii and stuff. I was a big fan of my Game Boy Advance though.
Oh yeah.
And my brother, he's 9 years older than me, so he got dibs on the SP, the Game Boy Advance SP, which is like the nice one that was like backlit and had color and stuff,
wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I really liked playing that. I remember watching my brother and my dad downstairs. They had like two PCs like 5 feet apart from each other, and they were big into Command and Conquer.
Oh, nice. Okay, yeah.
I was not, though. I think I was too young, but they played a lot of that. And I watched my brother play like Legend of Zelda, Twilight Princess and stuff on the GameCube, and Pikmin and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
A lot of Nintendo. Growing up.
I don't know.
I don't know. No,
I don't remember seeing stuff like that, just like the GameCube and above.
Yeah.
But like, of course they played it, but like, I don't remember physically seeing that.
No, I mean, obviously, like, the Nintendo product, so Nintendo made, obviously, the Game Boy and the GameCube and the Wii. Yeah. So there's a lot of Nintendo games, wasn't it?
And also, like, DS and stuff later on. But, yeah.
Oh, awesome. So what were the games that you played then on the... Well, okay, so Game Boy Advance then. So what was the first game you remember playing?
I was a big fan of TMNT Fall of the Foot Clan, I think it's called.
Okay.
That one's a really good one. Have you played that one?
I've not played that many. I don't think I've played a single Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle game. Don't tell Gotham Beauty. Don't tell Gotham Beauty.
No. That's my only one that I played, I think. But like just thinking about like the sounds makes me nostalgic. I highly recommend.
Yeah, for sure. I could play it on stream sometime.
You or me? You should.
Oh, we play it together if we can. I don't know if we can play it online that way, but we can try. Yeah. I
liked that one. There was like a Lilo and Stitch one that I also liked for the Game Boy. Super Mario World, of course. Tetris. Those are all good ones.
Yeah. So if it was Game Boy Advance, I'm trying to figure out what Mario games were on there. But I mean, I know the DS had like New Super Mario Land, New Super Mario World. Sorry, didn't it?
Yeah.
So was that like one that you played a lot?
Kind of. I never finished it, of course, but like the first world, definitely replayed that one a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if you played the actual OG NES Super Mario Land. Oh, sorry, Brothers. From the late 80s, but like there's a saying that apparently the deadliest enemy in video game history is that first Goomba in the first ever Mario game, because it's killed so many players over the years. So,
yeah. Well, now my brother has like all of the consoles and stuff, so technically we can play that now.
yeah. It still plays well today, you know.
Maybe
Maybe I'm showing my age, but no, I genuinely think it is. It's crazy that a game made so long ago still, like, again, just kind of comparing it. It came out, I think, the same year as Final Fantasy, and Final Fantasy 1. Yeah, not the best. But as in Super Mario Bros, honestly, yeah, very much playable now. Me and Sue played it on stream a few years back. We did a me and Punchitsu, my wife. We played it as a 2-player. We did a forfeit, and the loser, because obviously you take turns as Mario and Luigi. The loser had to like shot tonic water on its own without a drink. It was awful.
Oh no.
Yeah, that was not good because I lost. So. Oh man. So yeah, let's play. So other Mario games. So are you a big Mario fan?
I wouldn't say so. No, but I do like playing them.
Yeah.
I don't know. They're like easy access, I guess.
They are. Let's be honest, aren't they? Yeah. So what? So but Zelda, is that more your go-to?
I do like Zelda, but I haven't finished many of them. I didn't even finish playing Breath of the Wild. I got to like the very last like boss battle that I had to do, and then I just like stopped. I tend to do that sometimes. And then like so much time passes and you're like, well, if I want to play it, I might as well just like start over.
Well, yeah, I've done that a few times.
But I recently restarted playing Twilight Princess on an emulator, but like the Skulltulas are really bad in that one. So I'm like kind of not gonna play it, I don't think, anymore.
No, that's fair enough. Yeah. That's fair enough.
But I do like the Zelda series.
Yeah. Were you again playing a few of the handhelds over the years as well that you just mentioned? I mean, where's Pokemon for you on the spectrum? Do you play a lot of Pokemon?
I don't play any Pokemon.
No,
I've never played a Pokemon game.
Never?
No.
Really? Interesting.
We did have a slot for like the Game Boy Advance, but I just never touched it.
No.
Got
no interest in in playing it either.
Not really. I don't know. Just didn't really grow up with it. I don't think my brother was like big into it much either, so I didn't see him play it a whole lot.
No, that's cool.
So maybe one day.
Maybe. So okay. Let's talk about the Wii then. I mean, that's a unique console in itself. The Nintendo Wii. I mean, what did you play on that? Did you play Wii Sports, the classic? I think everyone's played. Wii Sports. Yeah.
The tennis one. Yeah, that was good.
What was
it helps now with my pickleball.
Yes. It certainly does.
I think I remember like renting back in the day when you could rent games. I think I rented like a Happy Feet one that was kind of like Dance Dance Revolution, but it was just with like the Wii remote.
Okay, yeah.
So stuff like that, I guess.
Did you play any Just Dance as well?
Dance Dance Revolution, yes. Just Dance was more. I kind of had it for like the Xbox.
Right. Okay. With the Connect. Yeah, I was going to say. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you moved to Xbox then. So yeah, talk us about it. What games did you play on the Xbox?
Mostly like Call of Duty, I think.
Yeah.
Because it was my dad's, so I was kind of just playing whatever he was playing. Maybe some like racing games.
Okay.
I don't really remember playing a whole lot of like single player story based stuff on the Xbox.
No. Did you play any online stuff? Did you do much multiplayer back then?
I think just like Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Maybe like Lego Indiana Jones or something, but that's about it.
Yeah. No, that's cool. So, when did you get your like PC in terms of gaming? Is that a recent thing, or did you have a gaming PC back then?
No, like 2 years ago I got my actual PC, which was really nice. Before then, I had like a laptop, but I didn't really game on it. It like barely ran Minecraft.
Yeah.
So when I got this, it was really nice.
Yeah.
And I could finally play all the games.
I can imagine. So, did you play a lot of games growing up with family, with friends? Was that something
When I was younger, mostly just with my brother, because of the age, I think. I don't know. My friends weren't really like big gamers and stuff, so I mostly played by myself and online, or with my brother.
Yeah. And when you were then going into your teens, then was gaming still a big part of your life, or did that take a step back? Because it has for some people I've spoken to on the podcast. It just it's like this dip, really, in terms of it being.
I don't think there was a dip. No, that was mostly when I was playing Xbox, and watching like YouTubers play games and stuff. And then my brother might have gotten like a new PS3 or something, and somehow I got like a hand-me-down PS3, so I played like The Last of Us finally, and The Walking Dead, and I was starting to get into like those types of games.
Okay, yeah, that's the magic bananas that I'm starting to. Yes,
yeah.
I was trying to find the link. I was trying to think where does this. I was going to ask obviously at some point, but I was trying to see where the tracks were going. So there we go.
Yeah, that's them.
There we go. There's the train now. We've arrived at Last of Us Station. Let's talk about Last of Us. I mean, yeah, I've not played it. Would you believe? But I've seen you play it. I've seen you play the second one, I think.
Yep.
So tell us. I mean, that's a landmark game, isn't it? I think for you, if I'm right in saying that.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people can relate to that, though. So, I kind of hesitate when I say it's like, oh, maybe my favorite game, but it's definitely like the only game that I've spent like hundreds of hours playing, and I like replaying it like twice a year just for like the comfort's sake, and I don't mind playing it on like the hardest difficulty. So, yeah. I played it on PS3 first, and then PS4, the remaster, and then I can finally play it on PS5.
I was going to say, if you got the newest version, have you? Because again, what's your opinion on that, if you don't mind me asking? Because obviously there's a massive kick-off about it, wasn't there? But what's your take on it as someone that's a big fan of the game?
When I saw like the graphical differences, I was like, I don't need to pay full price for that. So I waited until it was on sale, and then I got it. And I got a physical version so I can go take it back and get store credit. Because I'm only going to play it once.
Yeah, save you money. Yeah, good thinking. So what? Again, as someone who hasn't played the game, I need to. I know. I mean, everyone's like, Johnny Page should play. I know. There's so many. There's a list of games that I haven't played that I should. I know, and that's definitely one that gets mentioned a lot. As someone who hasn't played the games or even watched a TV show yet, for that matter, again, tell us about it. What is it? What is it as someone who doesn't know much about it that draws you back to that world? Playing it twice a year, loving it so much, hundreds of hours possibly.
It's I guess a zombie apocalypse. You play as a survivor, a hardened survivor, Joel, and he's at the beginning tasked with smuggling a little girl out of the city. And you find out, I mean, no spoilers, but you find out there's something special about her, and they grow this bond, and yeah.
Yeah, no, that's fair. No, I know. I definitely know that there's a bond between them, and I've heard that they've done a fantastic job with the TV show in that respect so far, haven't they? So that's great. Okay, and you mentioned The Walking Dead. I can talk to you about Walking Dead. I've played Walking Dead. I got literally up to the end of season 3, and I played Michonne and 400 Days. So, I haven't played season 4 yet. But yeah.
Season 4, the last one?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the last one,
so
isn't it?
you haven't played the last one yet.
Oh, so we're in the same place?
Well, I have, but you haven't?
No, I haven't. No.
Oh, okay, I have, yeah, but I haven't played the Michonne DLC stuff.
Yeah, I found it was okay. I can't see you missing out on a lot, if I'm being honest with you. I thought the connection being Michonne, obviously, and I love the TV show from Walking Dead as well. Like, I thought like it was going to be really cool, but it was fine. It wasn't bad. So I don't think any of them are bad personally. I don't know what you think, but
Right.
but it was fine. It was fine, you know. But yeah, what did you think of the series? What was your favorite? And yeah, tell us about some memories playing it.
I haven't seen like the TV show, but it has been in my list for a long time. Um, but yeah, I think I probably first saw that on YouTube, probably PewDiePie playing it back in the day.
Okay,
And
yeah.
then I think I picked it up on PS3, and then I was really excited when like the newer Clementine stuff came out finally, and that was really good. I cried a lot.
Yeah. Did you without spoilers, of course, but did you cry at the end of season one?
Um,
I didn't actually.
it's hard to say because I think at the time I already knew that it was coming when I was playing it. But maybe the first time I probably did tear up.
Okay, I
Oh,
might.
and I have like a sick poster I should show you.
Yes, yes.
I have a sick poster that's related to that.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Yes, please. I'd love to see that. I probably will put a spoiler warning on this bit here. So again, if you don't want Walking Dead spoilers, I'd maybe say skip a minute or two, maybe. But yeah, I will talk about it just because my experience. I knew that Lee passed that he got killed, and but I was reading like a wiki or something like that, and he had scenes in season 2. So when you look at his like appearances, it said season
Right.
1 and season 2. So I thought that Lee died. Maybe he didn't die. So then that made me think maybe he's not going to. And
Yeah.
then I went through the whole thing of he's not going to die. He's fine. He's fine. Absolutely fine. He's fine. He's fine. And then I started to dawn. The penny was dropping, and I was like, no, he's gone.
Yeah.
Oh no, type of thing.
Yeah.
So that was my experience. So it didn't actually. I kind of nulled myself, really, shall I say, to that moment, which was I feel like I robbed myself from that experience.
Yeah. No. Yeah,
But,
it was really sad. I have a similar thing, like relating to that, but like no spoilers. But it's with The Last of Us also.
okay.
I'll say,
Yeah.
but yeah.
No, that's fair. That's fair. So, did you like season 2? Because it had a very different approach, didn't it, to season 1? And then season 3 was very different.
I'm trying to even remember what happened in season 2.
So, season 2, oh goodness. So they meet the oh Christ. I remember Kenny's like he comes back later on, doesn't he?
Oh, okay. That's
But
the one?
yeah, that's one. And he goes to like the lodge and stuff like that.
Right.
And then there's like there's a lot more human versus human type of war, should we
Yeah.
say, in that one. But
Is that the one? Like, oh, I don't know. I don't want to talk like spoilers for the end.
let's
but, like,
talk spoilers.
There's a certain moment at one of the ends of the seasons. I don't know if it was 2 or 3, but like with Kenny.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
sad.
Yeah, that was it was. Because again, I think that he's a very underrated character in the games. I think Kenny, because he goes for all of the emotions, everything, and
Yeah.
you follow through with that. As in, you have your different opinions on him. I think as the game goes on, no matter what side of the fence you fall under, like if you feel like from a fatherly perspective, like he was a good dad or a bad dad and all that stuff, it doesn't matter. I think everyone has different waves of emotion.
Yeah. Yeah. It's great because I think Elements is currently playing
Oh,
through it as well
yes,
for
I
the
think she
first
is.
time.
Shout out to
So,
Elements_EXO.
Yes. So it's great seeing her experience that, and I'm like, I don't know if she's gotten to that part yet, but I'm like, it's gonna be tough because she also loves Kenny in his own way, even though
Yeah.
sometimes he does he he's a dick,
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah,
he's been through a lot, and we've seen so much, him go through so much, and we just want him to be happy, right?
yeah, yeah.
So
It's very
there's something
tragic.
comforting. Yeah.
Very tragic what happens to him with his family and stuff. So very, very well written character, I think. Actually, I'd imagine. I don't know for sure, but I'd imagine The Last of Us has a probably similar aesthetic, shall we say, when it comes to how your emotions run ragged, shall we say, with different characters. Am I right in saying?
Yeah, I suppose so.
Yeah.
I don't know who.
No, I was just wondering because again, I guess trying to build the connections between the two games, and I'd imagine that would be like I know that there's the is it there's the other girl in The Last of Us 2, isn't there? She's quite there's a lot of people that have got opinions on her, shall I say? So I think that's a good connection. I suppose I'm trying to say is that people love and hate her. I suppose.
I guess so. Abby, yes.
Yes,
that's
Abby.
her name.
Yeah, sorry. You can tell I've not played it.
No, that's okay. But also maybe like the connection of like Lee and Clementine and their bond, and Joel and Ellie and their bond.
That's very true. That's very true. Yeah. Oh yeah, I loved Walking. And did you remember? Do you remember your thoughts for playing season 3? Because that took a different turn in terms of like there was a lot more like quick turn events and stuff like that. I think wasn't there? There's a little tonal shift.
I think I'm like blurring season 3 and 4.
Well, season 3
I don't remember what happened in 3.
Doesn't have Clementine for the longest part of the game.
Oh, right.
There's a different.
See, I've completely blocked that from my mind.
Yeah.
You play as like Javier or something.
Something like that. I can't remember what his name is. But yeah, very, very different, isn't it?
I thought it was good. I was probably just waiting to see Clementine though.
Yeah.
And then, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say that I remember season 3 being the most mixed in terms of reception, but I really enjoyed it personally.
Yeah, I don't really recall like hating it or anything.
Yeah.
And then season 4 was with like the new owners or like creators or something, because like it felt different in the way that it played. Do you remember that?
I've not played it yet.
Oh, okay.
But I do know that
yeah,
the last like couple of episodes was when the Telltale Games went down, didn't they? And then they brought back the new owners, then brought back some of the team to finish it off. Basically, I remember that happening.
At first when I started it, I was like kind of getting motion sick, and then I got used to it. So yeah, let me know what you think when you play it.
I've been thinking of playing all 4 seasons on stream at some point. I don't know when, but it's difficult. Like with those type of games, like visual novels or interactive dramas and stuff like that. When you know what's coming, I always find it to be a difficult play. To be honest.
Oh no, did that happen? Whoa.
Yeah, exactly. But that's what happened when I don't know if you've seen or played it, but like that happened to me when I played Doki Doki Literature Club. I played that on stream, and I've already played it like 2 or 3 times. So I was like, oh no.
I haven't played it yet, but I've heard lots of good things.
Oh, I do recommend it. It's one of my all-time favorite horror games. That's for sure. I'll say no more. But yeah, so did you play any other Telltale games? Is that a series of games you went into, or just The Walking Dead?
I think I played like the first season of The Wolf Among Us.
Okay, yeah.
But I don't even know what other. Oh, yep. It's coming back to me now. I also played Tales from the Borderlands.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I really liked it. I haven't played like the original actual like Borderlands games, but I really enjoyed that. Because it had Troy Baker and Laura Bailey and all those great voice actors that I was really into at the time.
Yeah. No, I've not played it yet. I played the original Borderlands, but that's it.
I think that's about it, though, for Telltale.
Yeah. So, what other games were you playing around that time then, as well as, Last of Us and Walking Dead? And is there anything else, like, I don't know how long that was ago, maybe 5-8 years ago?
I think that's when I started playing more of the single player stuff. So probably like Uncharted I got into, some Tomb Raider, mostly Uncharted though, and The Last of Us.
Yeah, is that the reboot of Tomb Raider with Square Enix?
Yeah.
Yeah,
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 the newer ones.
yeah. And the Uncharted. I mean, again, I've not played the Uncharted games, but I've watched a few of them being played. In the pandemic, actually, we had our friend. You might know our friend Jay. You met Jay. You met our friend Jay.
Jake.
Yeah, yeah. So he in the pandemic, he formed a bubble with us. And because in the UK here, we at one point during the pandemic, you could form a bubble with another family.
Oh, okay.
And he lived on his own, bless his cotton socks. So we didn't have anyone else to form a bubble with. So it was like, right, well, you can join us. So then he used to just come over and just play Uncharted like constantly, like
Oh,
beat 3 or 4 of the games back to back to back. So yeah, I was
oh,
watching once in a while, so,
oh, that's nice.
yeah,
You should also play that.
I
I
should.
recommend.
I
Great
know.
stories, but also, I should play like Pokemon and stuff.
Maybe that could be like a little virtual handshake of you play Pokemon, I play
Yeah,
Last of Us, maybe.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
that's for sure. So yeah, so talk about Uncharted then, because I know that I believe I'm right in saying the second one's like the most critically acclaimed, but is that your favorite?
Um, I kind of liked 3, probably because the end of Uncharted 2 I found really difficult to play. I
Okay,
found it
yeah,
really hard. So I guess 3 and also 4. I was really excited when that came out. Because I thought they were totally done with that series. Same with when The Last of Us 2 came out. I thought they were completely done with it. Um, but I think that's one of like the first games that I platinumed though.
okay, yeah,
I went Uncharted 4 and then I went backwards to Uncharted 3 and then I would maybe one day like to platinum Uncharted 2 and 1, but like I said, like the end of the second game is like really difficult even on normal mode, so I'm like I don't think I want to play that on the hardest difficulty. Um but yeah, I'm
yeah,
really glad I got into those series.
for sure. And just speaking about achievements and trophies and platinuming, is that something that you do a lot, or is it like something that if you like the game, you enjoy it? How do you approach like the platinuming of games?
I normally don't like seek out all the achievements unless I am really enjoying the game. So like for Uncharted, I didn't mind doing those extra steps and getting the platinum for it. Um Also like same with Horizon Zero Dawn. I still need to play the new one, but I think I platinumed that. Um yeah. So only if I really enjoy it and I don't mind jumping through the hoops then. Yeah, why not?
Yeah, it's another list again. Horizon Zero Dawn. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Don't. I know. My I think he's going to have people follow me now. Johnny B doesn't know anything about games. Why does
It's
he have a
fine.
podcast? No.
No.
So yeah, I do. I need to play it. But I remember the second Horizon game being showed like in trailers and stuff like that, and that was like again because I am a bit older, just a little bit. I remember like PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, all the way to PlayStation 5, and obviously as time's gone on, like the graphics have been slightly marginally better, slightly. I was when the PlayStation 5 was coming out, I was like, the graphics don't look that much better than the PS4 to be honest with you. But when the sequel Horizon Dawn demo, like the trailer came out, I was like, oh
Mhm.
okay, wow, that's a beautiful game.
Yeah, that water looks real.
Yeah.
You can see the hairs on her face.
Yeah, no, totally. That was the game that made me go, okay, yeah, I can see now. I can now see the next generation. So, but yeah, Elden Ring, I think, has got a similar, very obviously very different style of graphics, isn't it? But a very similar aesthetic, really, in that respect. And that's a lovely
Mhm.
segue to the Soulsborne games.
Oh god, here we go.
Well,
Ah,
talk us through that then, because am I right in saying you only recently become a Soulsborne like player of the games? I must say, I wouldn't call you. Unless you say it, obviously this is your chat. Are you a Soulsborne player, or do you just
I
play
wouldn't say
whatever?
so.
No.
No, 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 definitely not. I actually had to take a break on Elden Ring. I don't know if I'll ever go back and finish it because it's just very difficult for me. It's
Yeah.
hard. But I think so I started with Dark Souls. Um I think DMAC actually got that for me. as a gift.
Oh my god,
I think he did.
That man. Shout out to It's DMAC. He's been on the podcast as well. Oh my god, he's such a gentleman, isn't he?
Yes, and now he's suffering through playing Dark Souls.
That's it. So that's the reverse of karma, isn't it?
Yeah. So yeah, I played that. I'm trying to remember like what got me into that, but probably DMAC.
Yeah.
And then I don't know why, but I went through with playing the DLC for that as well. I don't know. I just had to finish it, I guess. And then I started playing Bloodborne, which I loved, but also I'm biased because I have a friend that I like to regularly watch who plays Bloodborne, and he's like the Bloodborne master. So I was excited to play that. And then I'm not gonna play any more Dark Souls. No Dark Souls 2, no Dark Souls 3. I'm trying to like no more, please.
But it's so funny just watching you talk about Dark Souls. You're like it's like you come from a wall. You're like, oh no.
No, I know. When you mentioned Elden Ring, I was like, ugh. Yeah, and then Elden Ring happened, and then that's
my understanding of you playing Dark Souls games or Soulsborne games is that you're an absolute beast at them. That's really what people
say. It doesn't feel like it. I don't get it. I try, but like, it's so hard. But if you asked Soulstrike, he would say that it's the easiest game ever, right? But it's not easy for me.
Oh, what was it that shout out to Soulstrike again, who's been on the podcast. He and I had a chat the other day about this, I think, where we were talking about really difficult games, and he was like, oh, it was a really one of my old games that I was playing as a kid. Oh my god, I can't remember what it is, but it was like a really hard old school Mega Drive game or something like that. And we were saying, oh, this is ridiculous. This is the Dark Souls of like the day. And it was like, oh, and I think he was saying, oh, it can't be that hard. It's like, no, dude.
Oh my god. I'm like trying to play. I'm struggling, and Soul's like in chat, and he's like, this isn't hard. I'm like, Soul, you can't tell me this. It's hard.
Why are you friends?
I don't know.
He's like the. By the way, this is in jest for our lovely friend Soulstrike. But it's like he's like the colonel. Like, go on, go on. 50
this isn't even hard.
50 kills, you'll be fine.
I know, what the heck? How does he do it?
You've died 50 times. I've died 5,000.
No, he's like, I didn't even die here. I'm like, what?
God damn, Soul.
It also just shows like how people struggle with different bosses and stuff too.
Yeah, no, right? It's true. Love your Soul, love your Soulstrike. Okay, no, I didn't know that. It's so interesting talking to you about that now, because I was like, oh, xMagicBananas loves the Soulsborne games, and like you're like, oh.
Yes, like combat wise, it's not too difficult, but I struggle with the mental side of that, right? Because you have to be in a good mindset to just constantly be smashed by these bosses, and so
I couldn't do it. That's why I don't play them. Like, I can't. I honestly, like, I don't know if I think you might have been there, maybe not. Mrs. Boothroyd, again, our lovely modern friend, saw me suffer through hard mode Silent Hill 2 for like 2 hours. Mm-hmm. And one of the final bosses, and I was like, after like 2 hours, because again, if you're streaming, right, you're streaming, and you're like, haha, I'm entertaining, you know, and you're like getting pounded by 2 pyramid heads, in my case. Yeah. It's not fun. So.
And then every time you die, you get like a 2-second black loading screen, and then you're just like dead inside.
Yeah. No, I can do it. You're far braver than me. I can do it.
Thank you. No. I think I'm done. That's why I need to take a break from Elden Ring, because even when I Soul would say that it's also probably the easiest FromSoft game because you can grind and level up and stuff, but it's not that simple for me.
No.
And even when you beat a boss, for me in that game, it's not even like satisfying. I think that might be to do with like the open world aspect of it, though, because like in Dark Souls, you need to get through this boss, and then you have another boss after that, and it's like linear. But like this one, I'm like, let's go back to this one maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why I struggle with that.
By the way, does Soul know that you're not playing any more Soulsborne games? Or is he going to find out through this podcast?
I don't know. I have some people who want me to also play like Sekiro, and I'm like, I have no desire to do that right now.
No.
So maybe one day, but
yeah,
I don't know.
I'm just imagining the DMs between you and Soul where he's going, so, Elden Ring?
No
and
more?
you're like, yes, at some point. And then he watches this podcast and he's like, oh no. So,
I don't know. And then next week you'll see me streaming more Elden Ring.
yeah.
My brother wants me to also finish it. He loves that game, but I'm like, I'm not having fun right now.
Oh.
This is not good.
No. One of my questions that I haven't asked you yet, and it might well be this, but what is, in your view, been the hardest game you've ever played? Is it one of those games, or is it something completely different we've not talked about yet?
I would say Dark Souls for the mental aspect, and for that same reason, I would maybe say Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice. I don't know if you played that one or heard of it.
Yes,
least?
yeah,
No?
I've heard of it. Yeah,
Yes?
but I've not played it.
Just because I've played that game like 2.5 times, just because it's emotionally draining and it's difficult in that aspect. But the combat is sick.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Oh man,
it's a lot.
So, what are you playing right now? Offline, online? What are your games at the moment?
I'm at a weird place right now where I don't really know what to stream, so I've kind of just started a whole bunch of things. I started I'm doing Undertale on stream.
Are you?
Yeah.
Have I missed
Well, I've only played it once.
Oh, I was going to say. I was like, have I missed all of the Undertales?
No. I've only played one session, but this weekend maybe.
Okay. I'll try and be there.
It's no problem. I've been playing Hades on and off stream as well. I recently just started Remnant from the Ashes, which is actually pretty sick. So I'm really enjoying that. I'll probably play it after this or something.
Yeah.
Because I'm a little bit addicted. I do like my chill games. So I recently got back into House Flipper.
Yes.
So I've been playing that, which has been really nice because when it comes evening time for me, like all the UK people are asleep, right? I can pop up some other individuals and on one monitor, and then I can just chill and play my House Flippin' game on my other monitor.
Yeah.
So it's nice.
Let's talk about that then for a second again, because a shout out to Metalini. So I know she has a similar thing in our community, where who's also been on a podcast, by the way. Yeah, she talks about that quite a bit. Bless her cotton socks. You in the same mode then when it comes to like some of your community and the streamer friends and all that stuff are all UK based, and there's not many really stateside and Canada side of things.
Yeah.
It's so sad. I feel so sorry for you guys. I'm like, oh
sad.
no. Yeah.
Yeah, but it was nice meeting everybody. The only sad thing is that like it just reminds me how physically far away I am from everybody, but
Yeah.
that just makes everything like that much more special.
Can we talk about that? Is that okay? Let's talk about that. So again, for those who don't know, me and MagicBananas are part of what's called the Nightbreed community, Nightbreed Collective. And MagicBananas over here, by the way, everyone travelled all the way from Canada to South Wales to meet so many people of our community. There was about 40 of us, and we were all like, it was like you were the guest of honour, you know. It was amazing. Talk us about that then. I mean, how was that for you?
It was a lot, but I think where it was in Cardiff was a good spot and a good time for me to go. But that was the furthest I've been by myself too. That was the first time flying alone. But I knew that like I needed to do it to meet everybody and all the people that make me happy and stuff. So I didn't let my anxieties get in the way of that.
No.
But yeah, it was a lot. But I'm so glad I did it, and I can't wait to do it again.
Oh wow, we can't wait to see you again. That's for sure. It was honestly like it was amazing. It was so surreal. It was so surreal meeting anyone anyway, right? Like we all were so surreal anyway meeting our community because again most of us are UK, some US. We got a couple in Canada as well, but and around the world. But like we'd never really met before, obviously as streamers anyway, and then having this amazing, wonderful person from all the way, thousands of miles from Canada, was just like, oh my god.
Oh, no, it was really good.
Yeah, it was wonderful. And yeah, no, it was really good. And so you're going to do it again, so that's exciting as well. So yeah, okay, so yeah, let's move from that. But it was lovely. So is there in your eyes a worst game you've ever played? So again, worst is obviously subjective, isn't it? It could mean that's just the worst game ever. It was so janky and buggy and all that stuff. Or it could have been like massive disappointment. It had a sort of hype, but it just didn't deliver for you. What would you say the worst game is, or is that not really something that comes?
I don't think I've hated a game so much that I would consider it the worst. But let's just say after me and Mrs. Booth finished Back 4 Blood, I instantly uninstalled it.
Okay, yeah. Oh, sorry, give me a sec. Yeah. So not quite Left. Everyone compares it to Left 4 Dead. It's a very different game, isn't it? I've heard.
Well, I haven't I played Back 4 Blood before I played Left 4 Dead, so I didn't know that Left 4 Dead was so much better. But even with the amount of specials that they throw at you, and we were just really struggling on the last mission, it was rough.
I mean, that says a lot, really, doesn't it? Then, as someone like yourself who has not played either, you played the more modern version, and then you played the 15-year-old version.
Yeah.
And you're still going, yeah, that's much better.
Yeah, I was like, what is everybody saying about? I think this game is great. What do you mean? And then now I see. My eyes are open.
I mean, and you're a beast at Left 4 Dead as well. You would have thought you would have played that for ages.
No.
You are. In fact, let's talk about that for a second. To be honest with you, you're an absolute natural at video games, can I just say? I don't know if you've got a weakness to your game. We've played a lot of competitive games together as well. And you kick so much butt, mate.
Oh, thank you. I think it's the age.
Okay, well, you know what? This is the end of the podcast. I'm going.
Okay. No, just
No. You're trying to say my brain's too slow. Is that what you're saying?
No.
No.
I hold.
No. It's that was funny. No, but it is. But again, with the diversity, I think what's what I'm saying, right? Because again, you Left 4 Dead kick butt, Dark Souls you kick butt, bloody Crab Game. There's no one that can touch you in Crab Game apart from Sling Bean. Let's be honest.
Yeah,
we will shout out to Sling Bean. Fall Guys. You're great at that too.
I'm well-rounded, I guess.
Very much so. Very much. Well, no, you're not well-rounded. You're like S ranking, A+ on everything.
I don't know. When once I got my PC and I first started playing Splitgate with everybody, everybody was like, "Wow," because that was the first game that I really played with everybody, and that and Crab Game. And everybody was like, "Wow, you're so good." And then my mom, Evie, she's like, "Do they know you've been playing FPS games since you were 12?" So I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe it's all that Call of Duty. It finally paid off.
I was going to mention it when you were talking about Call of Duty earlier. I was thinking that's got to be the Left 4 Dead. That's got to be the Splitgate.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're going to tell us now that you're number 1 ranked in the world in Call of Duty when you were 12 now, aren't you?
No.
You're just humble. Okay, so if you were stuck on a remote island, and on this island, you can only have 3 games, so you're stuck on the island forever, you're not coming off it, I'm sorry, but you can use the internet, so you have got internet connections, that's good. What would those 3 games be and why?
Okay. The Last of Us, surprise, surprise. Maybe Minecraft.
Yeah.
For the chillness, maybe.
Yeah.
And then Clone Hero.
Ooh, nice. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, is that another game you're an absolute pro at, let me guess?
Yes. No, only on medium. Only on medium. I'm not Nat.
You can't move to the fifth fret.
Well, sometimes, but I'd rather get 100% on medium than 30% on expert.
Yeah.
But it's so fun. Like that's another game that me and my brother played a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, was the Guitar Hero 3 Legends of Rock.
Yeah. Yeah. Amazing game.
So yeah, so now that we have Clone Hero now for the PC, we can get like all the songs of like Rock Band and Guitar Hero, and it's great. So
Totally.
yeah, I would pick that definitely.
I've wanted to play Guitar Hero on stream so bad. I've got 4 control pads. I've got the Wii games. I've got the control pads, and like I've been wanting at some point down the line to get them on stream, but like you've got to get the whole bloody it's a palaver, isn't it? I know the other option is Clone Hero, of course, but again, I've heard when it comes to Clone Hero that the best control pad to use is like the Xbox 360 controller, which has got like a USB.
Oh,
I've got all the Wii versions, so the calibration and all that stuff is a pain, apparently.
Yeah, we use the Wii remotes, and the guitars, and then we somehow link it with like Bluetooth to the computer, and that's how we play.
You're gonna have to tell me how to do that because I'd love to do that.
I'll have to ask my brother.
Yeah, I thought so. You haven't streamed it though yourself, have you?
No, like I have it on my computer, but I don't have the controller set up, but that's at my brother's.
Yeah.
And we got two of them. So
because that's the difficult bit, isn't it, really? Obviously you can get the Clone Hero program, can't you? But like it's the control pad I've heard is the issue.
Yeah.
Yeah. So but yeah. Okay. Well, we might have to start playing some Clone Hero together at some point.
Yeah.
I'd love to. I do play I play on hard and expert. But like yourself, I can probably do pretty much anything on medium. But I don't want to say 100% everything on medium, but like getting to the 90s consistently.
It's difficult enough, and it's like still fun, right?
Yeah.
Because it's so satisfying. Oh, it's so good.
Yeah,
I love it.
it's I honestly, like yourself, I loved Guitar Hero growing up. Like I played all of them, got every game coming out when it came out. And to see the rise and the fall of the series was so sad for me. Yeah, I don't know. Did you get them all, or did you only play the third one, or?
The third one we had, I don't recall having any others. My cousins, they had like the actual Rock Band ones with like the drums, and I was like, yeah, I'm a drummer now. Screw the guitar, but no. I'm really happy that like Clone Hero is a thing now, so that I can get back into that.
Yeah. I need to. I did download it at one point. I didn't uninstalled it. I might re-download it again at some point because again, everyone can play anything on there now, can't they? So what made you think about streaming then? What was the point then in your life where you were like, I've got, I'd like to think about, I want to think about it, and then I'm going to do it, and then the first stream. Talk us through that process then. What was that like, and how did it happen?
At the time, I was spending a lot of time on Twitch modding and supporting others, and I think when you are doing that for so long, you get to know the people that you're watching, like a lot. You get to know them quite well. So I think I considered streaming as like a way for people to get to know me better. And of course, my friends encouraged me, and were very kind, and they were like, well, you show your support, so like, why wouldn't we show our support? And my first stream, I was playing a game called Operation Tango, which is like a co-op game.
Okay.
I played that with a friend, and she was really nice about it. She was like, you don't even have to like be on voice call with me. And I was like, well, no, we're gonna do it, and it's gonna be fine. And yeah, it just kicked off from there, I guess.
Yeah. So what was the moment then? How did you find Twitch? Where was Twitch into this then? Because if you were, and still are, an incredible mod.
Oh, thank you.
And where was that then back in that day? Like, how long was that process then of finding Twitch? What led to you finding Twitch? Then forming relationships with communities, and then being a mod, and then the first stream. What was that timeline?
Well, when I was playing The Last of Us, I was playing the grounded difficulty, which is the hardest difficulty. And I think I discovered Twitch because I was like Googling how to get through like a certain part, and I found a speedrunner, and he streams on Twitch. So I like kind of like popped in and out, but like nothing about like community really that I was a part of. And then I kind of got back into Twitch when Detroit Become Human came out.
Oh, what a game! What a game!
Another. Oh, have you played that one?
Oh yeah.
Have you?
So much emotion. Oh yeah.
Okay. Good. Yeah. So, the guy who plays Connor, Brian Deckard, I think I found. I don't know. I took an interest in Connor, so like I like Googled, and then I found that he has a Twitch with his partner. So I kind of got into Twitch that way, I guess, and that was kind of like a community, but it was like a big community. And then I have also been on Twitter for like eons. So the friend that I played my first stream game with, I was friends with her through Twitter, and she mentioned that like her friend or her fiance was going to start up streaming again on Twitch. So I guess I just popped by, and I just kept popping by whenever he was live. And he raided into Charlie, Beelzebul.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, this is nice. And so I just kept coming back to Charlie's streams, and then that's how, you raid onto other people, and that's how I started discovering other Nightbreed people. And I kind of just stumbled into Nightbreed.
Yeah, shout out to Beelzebul again. Another person's been on the podcast. Awesome guy. Yeah, for sure. And well, aren't we lucky? Yeah, that's for sure. So yeah, that I get that. Yeah, that's yeah, I can see that now. Oh yeah, Detroit. Yeah, yeah. My eldest has just played it for the first time. Actually, they're 14, and I was like, I think that I can, and they're quite mature. So I was like, I think I can probably play it now. So they've been playing it at Mum's house, but they've been like WhatsApping me, Dad, I've got this far, Dad, I got this, and I'm like, oh my God, how are you feeling? They got like the first ending and stuff like that. So yeah. What was your first experience playing it then?
I think I don't know. I'm trying to remember what year it even came out.
Oh, but 2018.
2018. Okay, so I think I was like going to post-secondary school, and either this semester just ended or like I just did like a midterm or something, and I came home. It was the weekend. I was going to treat myself, so I bought Detroit Become Human because it just came out, and I played it and I loved it. And then I was fascinated by how the voice actors literally look like their characters in the game. It was wild, so I think that's what kind of got me going there. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I love that game so much. So what are your favorite streaming memories then? What are those moments that come to mind when things are like that? That's What moments that pop into your head when it comes to the best times over the last? How has it been? 2 years, maybe.
I think almost 2 years.
Yeah.
Streaming wise. Definitely when I did my first face cam stream.
Yes, I remember that.
Yeah, that's definitely a highlight. I was really excited. I wasn't too nervous because I've been on the other side, and one of my friends has done like a face reveal, and I was so excited. So I kind of understood like the excitement of everybody else. And it was kind of like a secret. Like I was thinking about it, like Comic and Soul, they were like kind of hinting. They were like, "Oh, would you ever get a face cam, whatever?" And I kind of just didn't expect or like think that people would care if I did or not. So I ordered a camera. It was secret. I set it up, and then once I set it up, I took a picture and I sent it to a few people, and they were like really excited.
Yeah.
And then the day came, and it was great. And there were so many people who popped by that I did not expect to see, and they were all so kind and generous. And yeah, It was great. I'm so glad I did it because
Yeah,
now I can do stuff like this with my
absolutely.
face.
Yes, for sure. I mean, I've had people without the face as well, but still, yeah, it's a massive moment, isn't it? I think.
Hmm.
And I remember being there as well. I was like, yay, it's MB. So, yeah, oh yeah, for sure. So, speaking about MB, Magic Bananas, xMagicBananas,
Yes.
X is silent. Where did the name come from? Where does?
Um, it actually came from like an ad, like a commercial.
Okay.
So the commercial was for like a faucet attachment or something. Um, so they were like showing how easy it was to put on. So they were like, Shazam, magic bananas. And then like,
Really?
wow. And I was like, that's random and funny. Haha, that's mine now.
Yeah.
And then yeah, that's magic bananas. I don't know where the X came from. It might have been just because like at the time it was cool to put an X in front of your name.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
magic bananas was taken. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Oh wow, that's so funny. Was it like
Yeah,
a Canadian commercial? I'd assume.
I don't know. I'll have to send it to you though.
Yeah,
Because
please
I did
do.
find it. I did find
Did you?
it.
I had no idea that was the origins of your name. I've always
Yeah,
wondered.
it's just random.
Yeah,
But people like it, I guess.
it's very quirky, and it suits you. It really suits you. I don't know why, but it does.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. So that's the streaming highlight is where you had your face cam. So
Hmm.
let's talk about some multiplayer games we played because we have played a lot of multiplayer games, and what are your favourites? And not necessarily with me. I'm talking about like in general. So because again, you've done a lot of multiplayer games, collabs with a lot of different people in the Nightbreed and probably elsewhere as well. So just talk about your favourite memories of playing games with different people.
Well, also speaking of like more streaming highlights, when I did my first 12-hour stream, we did a lot of community games. We
Yeah.
played Fall Guys. I do like playing that one. Um, Knockout City, I'm a big fan of. I think it's leaving the console though.
Oh, okay.
So, oh, yeah, I'll have to look into that. But I do really like that one. That's a dodgeball game. Um, what else? Uh, Multiplayer games. Oh, Overcooked.
Oh,
I like that one.
yes.
The Chaos. That one's
Yeah.
great.
Yep.
Um, some others, but like those are the ones that I've streamed with friends, and that's always so fun.
Yeah. Did you play Resident Evil 5 with Mrs. Boothroyd? Am I right in saying
I
that?
did, yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
did.
that was fun. Our lovely friend Mrs. Boothroyd, who hasn't shown her face, actually. Yeah, I remember seeing bits and pieces of that. That was fun to watch.
Yeah, it was
And
great playing with her.
yeah, I'd imagine. And yeah, so yeah, fault. But yeah, I remember the crazy games we played with playing Crab Game. Like again, I remember like the
Right.
lobbies we had like 20 odd people in those lobbies at one point.
Yeah,
It was chaos, absolute
I do
chaos.
like that one.
I know.
I'm a little competitive. I don't
Well,
know if it comes off.
it doesn't, does it? That's the thing, right?
No.
You got this wholesome like and humble like, yeah, I like games. And then as soon as like competitive comes in, you're like, right, that's it. We're gonna kick butt.
I'm not going easy.
No, yeah, that's for sure. And yeah, so what advice would you give to anyone that is thinking about streaming? As someone that again you're an incredible mod for so many community people. You're obviously as far as I'm concerned an amazing streamer, a great friend of course. But in terms of like being on both sides, being the mod side, the streamer side, no face cam, the journey you've gone through, being part of a massive community with Connor's community from Detroit to Become Human, being part of a smaller community with Nightbreed and stuff. You've got a lot of experience and a lot of knowledge. I think not many streamers I've probably talked to on this podcast. You can say things that I don't think see things that they've not already seen because they've just been the streamer. So, what advice would you give to anyone thinking about picking this up?
I would say if you're thinking about doing it, just do it. But make sure that you're doing it for the right reasons, and you're just having fun with it. Because if you're having fun, then the people watching will have fun with you.
That was I talk far more than you then, didn't I? As simple as that. No, that's fine.
Make lots of friends. But like, yeah, do it for the right reasons. Don't like pay attention to like viewers and stuff.
Yes.
I find my favorite like gems on Twitch are the people that no matter if chat is quiet or busy, like they're just playing the game, they're just being themselves, cracking jokes, and they're just having fun. Those are my favorite.
Is there any? You don't need to mention names here, obviously, but like because we're part of like the same community, really. Is there anyone that I said you don't have to mention names, but do you follow other people that are not part of like your community, and they're like that's your little corner really of Twitch that that you go to, and is that something that happens, or do you stick within the circles?
Like, there's a lot of people that are like intertwined with Nightbreed or like friends of friends, and that's probably how I know them. But mostly mostly it's Nightbreed, but there's one person in particular. They're not part of Nightbreed, but they are in the Discord.
Okay.
So there's that. But yeah, those probably also with timing, again, as I said, like when people are asleep, most of Nightbreed is asleep, then I can, find some other people and be nice and cozy over there.
Yeah. No, that's for sure. I'm sure that's good. I'm out of questions. That's all done. That was so much fun. Ow. It's been so much good talking. You did it. I knew you would do it.
Yes.
just one more time then to tell anyone where they can find you on Twitch. Obviously, you've got the banner over on this side or below you. But I mean, where else can we find you on your socials? Where do you hang out?
Mostly Twitch. Twitch.tv/xMagicBananas.
Yeah.
I'm also on Twitter. I don't really like advertise that though, but it's at Moosleys, MOOSELEYS. That's about it. The rest are private.
Oh, there we go. They're private.
Only the select special people can find me elsewhere.
There we go. But definitely Twitch, guys. Go and check out Magic Banana. She's absolutely wonderful. Thank you so much. This was fun.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm honored.
No, absolutely. I think you're great. Honestly, one of my faves. As a person and as a streamer, you're just bundle of warm energy and loveliness and pro gamers. That's for sure. Like you're the perfect package.
You're too kind.
No. All right, that's it. Everyone, check out Magic Bananas. But that's it. Have a good time, whatever time zone you're in. Take care. Bye bye.